Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I hope you stay healthy, keep your spirit up, and stay healthy. First lead, General English Courses Gitar's Lecturer of Courses Dr. Hajah Isrina Mulyani SPD MPD made by Jalaluddin Nim 19,210,076. Next slide. About 5 types of Indonesian literary works originating from the territory of Indonesia, making poetry and writing personal experiences that are very memorable and yours the present. Next slide. Definition of didongs. Didong is gay folk art, the combination element of dance, vocals, and literature. Didong started from the time of Raja Link's 13. One of the artist's workers about his art is Abdul Qadir II. Didong art is more popular with the people of Takengon and Bener Maria. Me and my brother loved to watch the Didong show a few months ago. Example of present tense sentences about Didong. Me and my brother loved to watch the Didong show a few months ago. Next lead. Definition of pantun. Bola Antisotkom Jakarta. Pantun is one of the most popular literary works today. So, pantun is an old type of poetry in which each stanza consists of 4 lines of has a sampiran and consonant. According to the Big Indonesian Dictionary KBBI, pantun is form of Indonesian Malay poetry. Each stanza cover usually consists of 4 rhyming lines. ABAB. A Swiss linguist, Dr. R. Brandstetter said the word rhyming comes from the root from which is born in the Indonesian language. For example, which from the Tagalog language from the word which means to take according to channel rules. And he liked to write poetry every day in his book. Example of present tense sentence about pantun. And he likes to write poetry every day in his books. Next lead. Randai is one of the traditional games in Minangkabau which is played in group by farming a cricket, the walking slowly while telling the story in the form of singing alternately. Randai combines the art of song, music, dance, drama, and silat into one. Based on my experience, I often play Randai games during junior high school with my friend, but in the field in the classroom. Example of present tense sentences about Randai. Based on my experience, I often play Randai games during junior high school with my friend, both in the field and in the classroom. Next lead. Kentrung is a native Indonesian art originating from the north coast of Java Island. These arts spread from the areas of Semarang, Pati, Jepara, Blora Tuban, where this art is named Kentrung birds, because it came from the village of Bes, Bengilan, Tuban. Kentrung bed was first popularized by Kiai Basiman during the Dutch colonial era in the 1930. Example of present tense sentences about Kentrung. and we often see chefs play at the stage, including Ahmad Muhammad, Angling Dharma, Johar Manix, Jaharsa, Bersado Melings, and Jalek Mars. Next lead, Macha parts. Japanese is a traditional Japanese song or poem. Each macha part stanza has a length of sentences called gatra, and each gatra has a certain number of syllables guru bilangan, and ends in the final rhyme sound called guru legs. I have learned myself from Emil Multajam, teacher, educator a few years ago. Example of present tense sentences about macapat. I have learned macapat from Emil Multajam, teacher, educator a few years ago. Next lead, make a pantun. This is an example of a poem that I made. Among a strawberry fruit, it's around. Their heads feel proud because I like to give, and without envy. Experience when graduate high school. When I graduated from high school, immediately looked for work because my life was living with someone else named my own, so I decided to immediately to look for work. Life without parent felt I beat him on my own because it is impossible to continue living with a bad own. So I decided to immediately look for a job even though I only had zero capital. It hard decide to that capital first, just desperate to immediately to go looking for a job and did not know with the file condition what likes. Next lead, I immediately went on foot and looking for a job vacancies. It turned out to be very difficult, especially because I did not have experience, just because I could not have but have to do it. When at the time I was walking, suddenly a pickup truck passed by and immediately said, "Sir, come with me, sir," and the car suddenly stopped. I immediately just jumped up the car drove away. It took about 30 minutes for the car to stop. I immediately got up, thanked him for being allowed to ride in his car. When I was about to leave, the father asked, "Father, where are you going?" "I want to find a job, sir." "Father, where are you looking for work?" "I am just looking for job vacancies because I just graduated from school." "Father, if you want to help with the work working for you flower, you will first, then you will find a job order in months because now they have no experience vacancies." "Okay, sir, thank you. I want to you come first." Next lead, after I said yes, I asked immediately taken his father please to get off the floor, even though he was placed and had time to talk with his wife. After taking for a long time, insert that this man is retired TNI. On the day, immediately helped up the flower because this father became on to be a flower businessman to sell to the people. Time passed until the afternoon and I was invited to go home. When at home I was given food and drink. I was time of Maghrib call to prayer. I immediately prayed Maghrib. After I finished Maghrib prayer, I was ordered to teach my Quran because I immediately experienced to heal. Read the Quran before. Feel Maghrib prayer. Teach me Quran. I want this ability and experience because having Quran before. I did feel the time for the Isha prayer. Isha prayer first immediately lowered rest. I stand when I also the extraordinary sleepiness so feel and walk up the dawn call to prayer. When in the morning, I prepare to live with my father and mother to be plus the yesterday when I first arrived. For about 3 days, I help his father tidy up the flower and wait for the flower buyers. I was not so comfortable the more the father character seemed to be a bit temperament, and I also thought there was no clarity in his work, so decided to leave the place. Then after thinking leave, thus I asked permission to go home. First I was allowed to go home. Thank you so much.